When was the moment you realized that your friends are assholes? When I started hanging out with better people. Amazing how that works. First time hanging out with new people, a bunch of us were in a circle chatting. I'm soft-spoken, and when I accidentally got talked over, I just accepted it as always, was very used to it. Someone in this group actually stopped them, said hold on, what were you saying Genemac? And the other person even apologized. It was mind-blowing being heard and seen like that, and put a lot into perspective. I let my friend borrow my PS2 when I went to boot camp. When I came back, he said he sold it and gave me $50 I think. This was in 2006. What was his reasoning, do you remember? What an effed up thing. Just said he got a good deal, but he didn't even need the money, which pissed me off more. Just one, when he propositioned my girlfriend to have sex with him under the guise of making sure she was being faithful to me. I had a friend do this. She tried to set me up to see if I would screw her boyfriend when she left us alone to go across the street to pick up food. The boyfriend kept trying to show me something in his room. I say no and to bring it to me, but he wouldn't. So we awkwardly sit in silence while my friend came back. When she did, she was like anything happened while I was gone. We both say no. That's when she hugs me saying that was a friendship test to see if you would do anything. You're such a great friend. Bitch what? When he does shit to me and acts like it's no big deal, then I do the same back and he gets offended. Well duh. Punching bags aren't supposed to punch back. When people view other people as things in their life they don't like it when they perform in ways they aren't meant to. Also, they hate it when the NPCs talk back. A classmate told me my friend was saying some weird stuff behind my back. I didn't believe it and she told me to lock myself into the bathroom stall and to listen. She managed to get her to talk about me and what I heard wasn't nice at all. She called me some names and said that she didn't like me at all, she was just pretending to. Sadly I didn't drop her immediately. Was friend with her for a good year after that. She just got worse. Eventually dropped her. Should have opened the stall door and called her bitch ass out. Should have launched a poo over the top. And shouted it's over Bethany. I have the high ground. 2006. My then best friend wanted to go to a big German metal festival. I did not want to go because my dad had end-stage cancer. Dad died on August 8th, a couple of days after the friend returned from the festival, and I called him because I needed someone to talk to. He very bluntly stated that he had no interest in my dad's passing but wanted to tell me how great the festival was. You can't imagine how disappointed I was. For years I've been there for him whenever he got dumped and the one time I needed a friend he wasn't there for me. Told him to shut my door from the outside and lose my number. That's awful, I'm so sorry. F cancer, and F them. When they stopped being my friends after I went through a rough financial patch. Yep. Have any kind of crisis, financial or health, and you will see people's true colors. I've went through a version of this, and agreed with you for the longest time. Until I realized that everybody strives to have a good life, and me wanting to dump my woes, mental issues, or poop on their parade because I didn't get to play anymore, financial issues, wasn't really fair to them either. Now, I still think breaking it off was the right decision, but I don't necessarily blame them for showing their colors, as I thought before. I now see it as me unilaterally changing the friendship contract on them and giving nothing in return. It still doesn't excuse some of their specific behavior outright, of course, but I now realize that it's naive to expect friends from school/your 20s to keep carrying you throughout life as they try to build their own life. People who find and maintain this kind of lifelong friendship are extremely lucky. Just devil's advocate a little bit here. It took me a long time to forgive and forget. When I quit drinking because it was killing me. There were people I literally saw every single day who just disappeared as if by magic. 12 years ago this week, as it happens. Edit, didn't expect anyone to notice this, but thanks for all the nice comments. I feel I should say that I'm not anti-drink, far from it. Some people, me included, just can't enjoy it without it becoming a problem. Everyone is different. Exactly a month ago I got sent to the hospital for medical reasons, found out I can never drink again. Found out real quick who still wants to hang when there's no drinks involved. They only bothered with me when it suited them. I'd rather have nobody than have to deal with that. I had the same situation. I was always the one calling or texting some friends and trying to get something going. One day I just gave up reaching out to see if they'd call me and I haven't heard from them since. That always hurts the worst. On the other hand, it allows me to go, well, F them then as well. There's only so many times I can put the effort to make plans. If they don't respect it, then that's that. When they didn't respect how I feel about a subject and keep on bringing it up or using it and making up horrible excuses to continue doing it. I left them after that, but now I'm lonely, but it was right, but somehow it felt wrong too. I get you. Boundaries feel weird when we realize it's time to change them and begin to do so. We're breaking the norm, the expectation we were, often unconsciously, complicit in creating. So even though it was wrong for us, it feels like we're breaking a pact. I'm so proud of you. You have done a difficult and momentous thing on behalf of your own worth as a human. It's lonely, and also there is now an opening for better friends to apply to be yours. When he didn't invite me or even tell me about his wedding but called on the wedding day and asked me to lend him $1,000 because he was in a tight spot. You said no, right? Please tell me you said no. I disconnected the call without saying anything and didn't pick up again. Nice-oo. When she made out with a rando stranger right next to me on an airplane, for like, an hour, whilst she was in a serious relationship with one of my best friends from high school. Once we were back on land, I texted my high school friend and told him that she cheated on him, and I immediately friend dumped the cheater. She was genuinely shocked that I told him, like she expected me to just be chill with her cheating on her bro. This was really the straw that broke the camel's back. The cheater was a real narcissist and her behavior had been getting on my nerves for a while by that point, especially the way she'd been emotionally abusing my buddy in the months leading up to this. My high school friend was devastated at the time, but it's been a few years and he's a lot happier now. It's always surprised me when someone is so open about their cheating and still gets mad when you tell on them. My stepdaughter started dating a guy. I let him move in. I got him a job. I drove him to work every day. Then he started screwing a chick at work, I guess thinking I wouldn't tell. I told. She forgave him, they moved out, and now I never see her. I hope one day she sees what he is.